fighting for a bigger promotion. You're excited. Some people get stage fright. Not me, man. I trained with the bantamweight champion, TJ Dillashaw. Top 5 contender, Cub Swanson. Syeda Wad, who just had an awesome performance. It's just like Aaron Pico. Being around those guys, you're not going to see anything better when you step into the cage. And so I had no emotion going in. It was just like, okay, time to go to work. Put on the work boots. I know this guy didn't put in as much time as I did to train. So I'm ready. So I just went in there, a little more emotional this fight, and it took some time to get going, but I found a way to do it and get going,
Explain what happened. You got a little emotional afterwards, and you mentioned what exactly happened?
So I just got done with my shakeout with TJ at our gym, and then I get home, pack all my stuff, was on my way over here, and my kids, my 2 boys and my daughter were at a vocational Bible school up because I had moved from the high desert, and we get a call. It was about my daughter. She was not responding. She was staring off in space, and it was nerve-wracking. I was like, let's go, let's go up there. And she was just like, and while we were on the phone, she still wasn't responding, and then she snaps out of it. And then what broke my heart the most, was hearing her voice, saying she wanted to come home, she wanted daddy. So I was just like, I'm not fighting tonight. There's no way, And she's like, well, let me call my mom, see what's gonna happen. So my wife's mom went there, and her grandma picked her up, and then she snapped out of it. She was like, hey daddy, and we FaceTimed her, and she was doing all right, so gave me a little more peace of mind, but still emotional.
I mean, is this I was gonna say, is this a condition, or
No, it came out of nowhere, but what it was I think with the desert heat, now that we moved to Orange County, it's a little more humidity down in Orange County. Going back home, she was swimming, didn't think of anything, and then probably didn't rehydrate the right way, and they're just kids, so they had a little slight mishap, and definitely nerve-wracking.
Did you talk to Bellator at all? Or did you talk?
No, man. It was my manager texted me and said, "Hey, where you at?" I said, "I got a family issue going on, but I'm trying to take care of it right now." And he's like, "Okay, see if you get here at 4." And I was like, "All right." And I was like, "Well, honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna make it." And he's like, "Why? What's going on?" So my daughter, and she's like, "Oh crap, man. Yeah, we'll be praying for her." I was like, "I appreciate it, but thank God she snapped out of it and came to."
What's the significance behind your ring?
My ring, this is my wedding ring, so yeah, it's being married.
It's black. It's black.
I think it's a nice ring, right? It's hard, I have a hard time wearing metal anyway, but my wife got me a special custom-made ring, so it doesn't have as much metal in it, so I don't get the allergic reaction to it.
What do you want to do? I mean, you said slow build, right? But I mean, you're here. You've got this impressive career record. You go in there and do that, which is going to get everybody's attention. I mean, are you still, hey, we'll just take what's coming and go, or you feel like, no, I paid my dues, now I'm a contender?
I think I got one more fight to make a statement. My first fight, getting the Armadillo, who's a tough opponent. He's definitely game like Robbie Peralta, but it was a last opponent change. Nothing I could do about it. I've been dealing with it my whole career, and. So I was like, all right, man, I'll take this fight. Didn't get the finish like I wanted, broke my hand in the second, and so it kind of left a little sour taste in my mouth. And I was like, I'm getting to finish this one. Dwayne Ludwig came in town, was working with him, just stand up nonstop. Did him and TJ drilling nonstop, because people are going to start stopping the takedowns in the wrestling, So it's like, okay, now we got to have the alternative and have, Robbie's a beast, I watched a lot of Clay Guida's fight with him, and as you seen in the fight, it was the exact same, but TJ said, okay, it's time to put him away. Fake shot, overhand, it's gonna land, And I was like, all right. He's like, but dude, right off the back. I was like, all right. So going there.
So TJ called for that between rounds?
TJ and Joe. Joe wanted me to. So he said, TJ said either fake the shot overhand, and Joe said he's stepping heavy, fake the leg kick overhand. Whatever we're gonna do there, whatever lands first. If you catch him stepping, go overhand. If you fake the shot, he reacts. We were actually gonna go uppercut, but he said if the uppercut's not there, throw the overhand. So these guys. I mean, I got Hall of Famers in my corner.
They know what they're talking about.
Yeah, and that's why I love having them in my corner. They know what I do when I train. Joe's a wizard when it comes to game planning, watching, making real-time adjustments, and it's just knowing that I could hear them and make the adjustments, and it's just beautiful, you know.
And you don't really see, you know, a double-handed hammer fist finish it like that. Is that something that just came out, or is that something you train when you're finishing? You know, train to finish fights? Have you done before?
Honestly, I hit him with that knee, and I was like, you know, our game, if you rock them, don't rush it. I was like, okay, you know, because everyone rushes it, they get taken down or something, you know. And so I hit him with the knee, he didn't go down, but I seen his eyes rolling, and then the overhand landed, and I looked at him, and he was like this, and then he started going up and he slipped. I was like, no, get back down. You're going away on this one, you know. So, you know, I definitely wanted to finish Robbie on the KO. You know, Joe called for it, and he said, listen, to set you apart from everyone else that's fought in Robbie, you got to knock him out. And I was like, okay, well, Dwayne's in town for the next couple months training TJ. I got TJ as a training partner. You know, it doesn't get better. And Cub, I mean, sheesh. And also, and that's what Cub actually cracked the joke too. And I was like, what are you talking about? I got it from you when you hit dude Choi, and he started going, no. I was like, I just went with both.